So I closed down my $50,000 per month social media marketing agency to do this business model instead that I'm going to talk about in this video. So if you're somebody who's currently running a social media marketing agency or a done-for-you service or any type of one-on-one coaching, this video will be very beneficial for you. Or maybe you're just somebody who's looking around on the internet right now, trying to find the best business model to start, and you've been looking into SMMA maybe, and that's why you're clicking this video. And I will explain to you why I closed down my agency and what I've started to do as well, and also talk about the total profits I did with each of these business models, the mental state that I had, how I actually felt running these business models, and also the rating that I will give them. So let's dive right into it. So the first thing about SMMA, right, is that you're selling your time with this, right? This is the big thing with SMMA. And this is a really, really good thing when you're starting out, but it's also the really, really bad thing. Because in the beginning, when you're looking for a business model, right, you want to keep your costs as low as possible, right? Maybe you're not starting with a lot of money and you just want to make some money, right? And you can learn a skill, like a marketing skill, and then you can sell that to other business models, and then they pay you for your time. And what's great about that is that you have no costs, but you make quite a bit of money, right, from that. The downside, though, is that when you're selling your time is that you don't have endless amount of time. It's not that scalable, right? And so the reason why I moved from this over to this business model that I'm going to reveal in a second is that instead of selling my time, I started selling a digital product, right? And the benefit with a digital product is that it's instant service delivery. With the SMMA, you have to onboard the client, you have to collect all of their information, you get access to their ad accounts, to their marketing materials, like images and videos, and like you have to onboard them, and then you have to do the service delivery for them, you have to have a meeting with them and all of that, right? When you have a digital product though, the service delivery is literally, it's instant, right? Somebody pays you, they get access to a digital product, and it's done, right? So there's no time involved here at all, right? The second thing is this is not scalable in the most efficient way, right? Because when you start a social media marketing agency, you're selling your time. Most of the time in the beginning, you are doing the sales yourself, you're doing the service delivery yourself. Then as time goes on, right, you might hire somebody that can help you out a little bit with the service delivery, like a media buyer who runs ads for you, right? But you might be able to scale this to 10 clients, and then you get it to 15 or 20 clients. But when you start to go over like those 20 clients paying you like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 per month, like it's starting to hurt a bit because you're constantly on calls, you're constantly doing service delivery. People are churning, right? They're leaving you, so you have to find new people, and it's very, very stressful, right? When you run a digital product, it's 100% scalable. Because here you need to start to hire more people. So now it's not only managing your clients, now you need to manage a team, and they are doing maybe the sales for you, or they are also doing the service delivery for you. Now you need to quality control everything and making sure that the service delivery is actually good. Here, with the digital product, you know that the product is good, right? You create it once, you can sell it hundreds, thousands, or tens of thousands of times, right, to people. And the results or the service delivery is always going to be the same. It's 100% instant, and it's 100% scalable as well, right? Because it's digital. You just give them a login, or you give them the actual access to the digital product, right? And I'm going to reveal what digital product I use in a sec as well, right? Another thing here, which is not really a downside, but here you're getting monthly payments, which is great, right? So when you have an SMMA client, you can get paid $1,500 per month, $2,000, $2,500, all the way up to like $10,000 per month. And I had 2 clients when I ran my agency that paid me $10K per month. And it's great, right? Because you're getting paid month after month after month. The downside with this though, is that you're constantly worrying about churn. Because if you're running an SMMA, people are paying you money to do marketing for them, right? So if the marketing is bad, they're just gonna leave and do it with somebody else. So you're constantly stressed out that your service delivery is not good enough. And maybe you have 3 really good months when it's like for marketing, but then, you know, winter hits, for example, and if you're helping roofing or solo contractors, like a roofing company won't make as much sales when it's winter per se, right? Because the customers, like, they don't want to redo the roof when it's winter. So no matter how good you are at marketing, like, they don't need your marketing service anymore because they're not making as many sales. So like it's monthly payments. You can churn your clients, you can lose your clients, right? If you do this business model, like a digital 100% scalable, you can have yearly payments here, right? So instead of you worrying every single month that you're gonna churn your clients, you get paid for a year up front, right? And also what happens with monthly is that people are constantly going to judge you on the past month, right? As fighters say as well, right? You're just as good as your last fight, right? You can be the champion, have the double champ, the triple champ with all of the belts, and then you lose one fight, and then people are going to judge you on the last fight, and then you're the worst fighter in the world in a way, right? It's the same thing here when you run an agency. You're constantly judged, not only your past month, on your past week, on your past couple of days. You're constantly judged on your recent performance. Doesn't matter if you made a bunch of money for them last year or 3 months ago. And so they can just churn, they can just leave you for somebody else, right? Because you're constantly battling with other agencies as well that want to sell their services. But if you have this product, the digital, you sell yearly, then they're going to judge you for the whole year. Wow, I bought into this digital product and invested in a year, and then they look back at a full year and like, look at the full transformation that I went through for the entire year with this product. Well, now I want to renew and be in with this, or get the new version of this product coming out the next year, or whatever it might be, right? So that's also a big plus here. Then a big thing with SMMA, it's that it's high, very high stress. Like if you talk with like SMMA owners who are running an agency and they're starting to try to scale it, right? And they're hiring more people, they're some of the most stressful entrepreneurs you will meet. And I've been in that myself, so I experienced this myself, right? But also I've heard that SMMA and like trading, day trading, is like 2 of the most stressful businesses you can be in. Like running an agency is a no freaking joke. It's extremely stressful. You're constantly on calls. You're constantly trying to please your clients. You're constantly trying like getting better results for them so you get paid every single month because you're scared that you're gonna lose them, right? There's pros here, but this is like the biggest con with an SMMA is this, it's the stress. You're making money and then you take it to a certain place. Maybe you grow to 50K per month in profit. And you're like, I don't enjoy this. It's not fun. It's a lot of stress. Yes, I'm getting paid, but you get the golden handcuffs, right? You're in a business model that pays you good money, but it's the cost you have is that you're constantly stressed out and you don't enjoy it, right? And that's when people start to leave this to do something else, something like this, what most people do, right? This is very low stress. And just to be completely transparent, like running a business, like there's constantly stress in business. Like you're constantly trying to figure things out. You're constantly trying to make a product better, retain your customers, all of that stuff, right? But by doing this, instant service delivery, everybody gets the same product. It's 100% scalable. You get yearly payments and you're not on sales calls all the time, yourself at least as the business owner. And like you have so much less to worry about. Like I feel so much better now when I do this. And also you can sell something that you're actually enjoying this business model as well. It's completely different. Like my life has changed with this. Like I can go on trips like this right now with my team. We can have good discussions. We can like have fun and like we're still making sales and growing the business. It's completely different. Here, if I was on this trip doing this, I would be stressed out constantly. I wouldn't be able to enjoy it, right? Then the final thing here is that this is done for you, right? If you run an agency, you're doing the work for your clients. So it's done for you work. Like you onboard them, you run the ads for them, like you do everything for them. It's like a white glove service, right? They pay you 3K per month and they also feel like they own you in a bit when you run an agency because they pay you $3,000 every single month and they expect that you're gonna get results for them. But not only that, they have also bought your time, right? So they feel like they can call you anytime. They feel like they basically throw you around a bit. And that's why it's very important you learn over time to set boundaries with it, all of this, right? But it's done for you. You do the work for them. If you do this though, it's do it yourself, right? It's DIY. Your clients, they get a digital product, they onboard themselves, they do the work, they go through the video training, right? It's 100% scalable, you get yearly payments, it's low stress, and they do the work themselves. It's huge. So what is this business model then? Well, I'm sure you've probably figured it out, right? But it's basically info. Selling online courses, right? And what most people do, what I did as well, is that most people start with the service-based business. Whether if it's a marketing agency or copywriting or running an e-com business or doing affiliate marketing or day trading, they start with learning a skill. And then once they realize that, oh, this actually is it sucks, and the profit margins are low as well with a lot of these, like e-com is super low profit margins, and it's tough and you're selling your time. They're like, I need something more high leverage. They go into this. They go into info because of all of these reasons. And also, you don't need to start with a skill like this and then teach that. There are people monetizing their knitting. There's a lady who knows how to knit, makes over 100K per month. Crazy. There's a guy who is very good at playing the saxophone, right? Who's been playing with Robin Williams and on the X Factor in the UK. He makes also over 100K per month by doing this in the right way, right? So when I was running this, right, I made, total profit in a year was like 600K US, right? With my agency, and I couldn't scale. I could scale it by hiring more people, but I didn't want to do it, right? And then I started this in 2024, And the total profit was 1.3 million the first year. I made $2 million in revenue, 1.3 million profit. We were running some ads as well, but mostly YouTube, and I have payments as well to the team and all of that. This year we're going for a lot higher profit margins because I've learned a lot. We're moving from a low ticket thing to more high ticket thing for multiple reasons, and I have another video on that you can check out on my channel as well. The video before this one, you can check out where I talk about that. So higher profits, less work, less stress, and it's more scalable and all of this, right? Mental stress here was I've just felt like I was super stressed in this. Here I'm super happy, extremely happy. I have energy, I actually enjoy this. It's fun, I can go on trips with this with my team. We can plan, we can build products. And it's just crazy, right? And then for the rating, like starting this for a beginner is good in the beginning stages. So for a beginner, I still recommend starting in like a service-based business if you're a complete beginner, because you learn the skill, you learn sales, you learn all of these hard lessons, right? I'm very happy and grateful that I did this first, because a lot of what I learned here is what I use here, right? But I didn't have to start with this. And this is the change that is happening as well, because every single person who starts here eventually go here. And the transition to go from here to here is actually very painful. Imagine you have an agency paying you 50K per month in profit, right? And you have no time in the day to do nothing else. You're completely stressed. Try to find the energy then to build a completely new business that's also profitable and scalable, and do that at the same time. Because you can't just shut this off and just do that right away. You have to have a transition period, right? So that is painful and that is hard. So you might as well just start here. And it's 100% doable to start this right away instead of doing this right away. And if you look at all of the entrepreneurs on YouTube, what do? They talk about SMMA, but they sell info. Or they talk about e-com, but they sell info. Or they talk about trading and they sell info. Do this. Don't do this. Figure out this first. Just speed up the process and do this instead. So I'm actually going to be pretty tough here. I'm going to give this a 2 out of 10 rating, long term, right? And this, I would give it a strong like 9.5 out of 10. High profit margins, you can have 90% profit margins here, plus if you have free traffic coming from a YouTube channel like this. And you don't need millions of views, you don't need millions of subscribers. If you have 1K to 5,000 views per video, right? And you have a link in the bio, as you can see below this video, by the way, right? If you click the link below this video, you'll be taken to a page where you can watch a BSL video, you can book a call, and that's how I sell people, right? It's super simple. So you don't need millions of views. You can have like 5,000 views per video, post consistently, and you can fill out your calendar with that. And you can sell a high ticket info product, and you can do really, 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 really well with that. So that's basically it. Check out the link below this video and go and check out our free trading there. And I will see you there. Let's go.